Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Max Whitman. Welcome to the Book About a Wrestling Show. How's everybody doing this morning, or this afternoon, I should say? As always, if you're joining us on your lunch break, pop a squat, crack open that Coca-Cola, bite into that ham sandwich, or turkey sandwich if you're feeling a little exotic and healthy today. We are Monday Night Raw, Week 3, February 1995. Little WWF Classic, WWF 1995 coming at you. Hope you enjoyed the bonus episode this weekend. We certainly enjoyed doing it. So, let's jump right into it. We got a little pre-show match here. We do 2 pre-show matches. We'll talk a little bit about the pre-show. Cut this music here. Alright. Where are we? It's early in the morning right now. So if I'm a little out of it, that's why. I just woke up about 40 minutes ago. So figured I'd hop in. Hurricane Maxwell is here. Hello, Hurricane Maxwell. She's just popping into the studio to say good morning. I was trying to get this in before Hurricane Maxwell woke up. She's staring at me like I'm some sort of a animal in here. I'll see you in a little bit, Hurricane Maxwell. You go play with your toys. I will be on my way up out of the studio and on my way momentarily. Hurricane Maxwell, everybody. That's Hurricane Maxwell. But let's jump right into it. I got a pre-show match here. Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, the bad guy. Again, just matching guys up, just trying to see what guys got, what guys can do, and we get a 20-minute match here with Razor and the Heartbreak Kid. I got Hurricane Maxwell's in here right now. She just left, but she's in here climbing in. So my studio, the studio is essentially a room in the basement of this house. It's not much of a studio right now. It will be soon. We are working on that. We just added a couple of some, I'll call it professional sound stuff in here. It's not professional, but it's close to professional. It's more professional than I had. But Maxwell still has some toys in here, so that's what she's popping in. She just woke up to see the garbage truck, so she's all pumped. I long for simpler times when the garbage truck got me all pumped up. Anyway, so just basically we get a 20-minute match here with Razor and the Heartbreak Kid. It's 20 minutes, unscripted, slow build, decisive finish here. So, and it does pull a 91. So, I really want to try and use like I said, we want to try and use the pre-show to kind of test out some matchups and see what we can do and see where we go, and just to get guys some work. But HBK pulls off the victory here. Moving on, we get Bam Bam Bigelow versus Chris Jericho versus Taz. Same concept here. Just get these guys on the card. Start getting them some exposure. Bam Bam pulls an 80, Jericho an 86, and Taz a 50. Bam Bam has a gimmick that's getting stale, so we may have to start talking about changing that up. But Chris Jericho's going to get the win here. Funny story, not funny story, but I had originally booked Bam Bam to win this match, because Bam Bam hasn't really won, he hasn't got himself a real win in a while, and he just figured, I want to put him over here. He's probably got more popularity than Jericho, and I was actually really surprised to see just how popular Jericho is right now. So I booked Bam Bam to win. Jericho complained that he was unhappy with the booking, and I didn't know why. I figured, well, Bam Bam's in the 70s, Jericho's in the 70s. Jericho is not in the 70s. Jericho is in the mid to high 80s at this point. So, I mean, we've been pushing him hard, frankly. We've been pushing him really hard. But I think his match with The Undertaker, because before the match, he was in the 70s. I think his loss to The Undertaker boosted him up, and I can't remember. Can I click on him here? No, I can't. I can't remember which region it was, but he's actually an 87 in one region. I think it's the Mid-Atlantic, maybe. He's an 87, and the rest of the United States, he's an 82 to an 84. So Jericho has climbed that popularity ladder very, very quickly. and really is beginning to be positioned as the face of the company. Now, if you listen to our creative meeting, the bonus episode on Saturday, we talked a little bit about post WrestleMania and the direction of the company, and maybe getting rid of the face heel divide. And if that happens, and if we do, and I imagine it would, when we dump that face heel divide, Jericho is going to be in a very, very strong position to be the face of this company for the next decade. And I'm excited about it. It's really the first time that I've really built a star. And obviously it's Jericho. It's easy to get Jericho over. But we really built Chris Jericho from the ground up. I mean, he came to our company with a 15 popularity, less than a year ago. So in under a year, he's gone from a 15 popularity to an 85 to an 87. So I'm excited about what the future holds for the youngest world champion in history. But let's move into our the start of our show. We're going to get the Smoking Guns versus the New Foundation to open things up. The New Foundations defeat the Smoking Guns. Jim Neidhart's going to get the win here. Defeats Billy Gunn by pinfall with the rocket launcher. Neidhart is 75, Owen Hart 87, and then the Guns in mid-50s. So good solid match. Gets an 81. Good way to open the show strong. Now we're going to get an Undertaker with, a segment with the Undertaker. And this is just the Undertaker cutting a promo saying that comes in your house. Excuse me, I'm yawning here. Like I said, it's early. Comes in your house, he will defeat all challengers and go on to WrestleMania. And at WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels will rest in peace. Just a simple little segment here for the Undertaker. Scores an 88. It's going to advance that storyline. The Undertaker is the real star here. Crowd got hotter. Undertaker improvised really well. So, any improvements? None. We'll move on to our next segment. This is Jerry Lawler and Chris Candido. Gets a 58, mainly because I let Candido talk here. So it's Jerry, Lawler, and Candido both cutting a promo here. They're both talking. And this is basically just Lawler and Candido accepting Tatanka's match request. So we get another match booked for In Your House. It's going to be a tag team match: Tatanka and Navajo Kid versus Lawler and Candido. This time I have Candido signed full time, so that match actually will be able to happen. Then we get an angle here. This is Diesel backstage. He's cutting a promo. Excuse me. Diesel's cutting a promo, and he's going to get jumped by the Power Cats. So Diesel performance fantastic. I did let Jarrett talk a little bit without a script, and it says he was very poor trying to improvise dialogue. That surprised me, actually. I was under the impression that he was a good enough talker. So it's something to remember going forward. But it's a 79. Basically, the Power Cats are going to jump Diesel, and they're going to leave him laying. So we get Diesel cutting a promo. Power Cats come in, leave him laying. Jarrett cuts a little bit of a promo about In Your House, how he's going to take that Intercontinental belt, yada, yada, yada. And there we go. Scores a 79, though, so not bad. Our next segment here, the Nasty Boys versus Well Done. Just a mid-card tag match. Get the Nasty Boys in, get them a win. And they're going to go over on Well Done here. Sags pulls a 67, Knobs a 69. Knobs going to get the victory in 10.5 minutes by submission. Brian Knobs, the submission expert, taps out Timothy Well. Next segment here. This is an angle featuring Adam Bomb. It's actually way, way better than I thought it was. And this is Adam Bomb saying, basically saying that he's calling out Sid Vicious. He's saying it was always Sid who was on edge. Always Sid who couldn't trust anybody. Always Sid who was responsible for the losses. And Sid can paint this picture of Adam Bomb, that it was Bomb who always took the fall and was responsible, but comes In Your House. Everybody's gonna know that the real problem child was Sid Vicious. So he calls out Sid, sets the match for In Your House, says he's tired of this. He says, comes In Your House, the world is going to know just what Adam Bomb can do. So this scores a 77, and I think it's because I had Sid Vicious off-screen rated on his popularity. because I highly doubt that Bomb was responsible for a 77 on his own, just with his talking skills. But let's see, do we have a Bomb gets a bonus for good momentum. It gets a bonus for being a very hot crowd, and a bonus for high morale for Bomb. So it could be just those added bonuses. But regardless, way better than I thought it was going to be, so I'm excited about it. Here we're going to get YokoCrush is out, and they're saying that they're feeling generous today. And so anybody backstage that wants to come out here and challenge for these tag team titles is welcome to come out right now. They need a warm-up match for In Your House, and they're feeling in a generous giving mood. So anybody that wants to can come on out and challenge for the titles. And it's going to be the Dudley Boyz. Dudley Boyz are going to come out. They're going to challenge for the title. Yokozuna and Crush are going to defeat the Dudley Boyz, though. Or in this case, A-Train and the Terminator. In 12 minutes, Yokozuna defeats the Terminator by pinfall with the leg drop. So it's their fourth successful title defense. Scores a 77. Yokozuna carries the match with an 85. The Terminator, so Dudley, Bubba Ray, sustained swivel hips. I don't know what the hell swivel hips is, but hopefully it's not that bad. So I called them up from development. I really, depending on how bad the Bubba's injury is here, I may just call up Devon on his own for now. The game plan was this. So obviously they're still being borrowed from development here. The game plan was to call them up after In Your House. And give them a lead into Mania and start building them up as a babyface tag team. With the injury, the swivel hips injury to the Terminator, we'll see if they're able to come up as a tag team, or if I got to call up Devon as a singles wrestler, or I could always just leave them, debut them after WrestleMania if I really want to debut them as a tag team, which I kind of do. But the reasoning for that. Terminator, Bubba probably needs a little more time down in development, but Devon is ready. I mean, I had Devon come up. Devon is constantly... here you see he pulls a 55, but he had a 62 in a singles match on Superstars, so I really feel like Devon is ready, but with the injury, we'll see what that injury is. Maybe we'll wait till after WrestleMania to call them up. Maybe not. But let's move to the end of our show here. Terminator sustains swivel hips. We get an 81. Good solid show. Increases our popularity in 12 regions. And sort of builds it. The one thing that I wasn't super happy with on this episode was I didn't really advance many storylines on this episode. But we'll push them in the go home show. We'll push those storylines hard and get all that going. I didn't get Razor Ramon on the show, but so that's gonna do it for the show tonight. We get an 81, good solid grade, building heat heading into In Your House. But ultimately, In Your House not the important pay-per-view. We're really building towards these WrestleMania. So hoping to get a good solid show for Mania. We got just over 1 month till we get there, and then there's some big changes post WrestleMania. There'll be some big changes to the company in general and the overall direction. So I'm super excited for that. I hope you're excited for that as well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the bonus episode, and we'll get that. If you don't want spoilers though, do not watch that episode. Folks, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you as always. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget to join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are back on track. We are back on track full-time here. If you're new, as always, click that like, click that subscribe. We are 20 shy of 200, folks. I never imagined that we would reach that mark, especially at the beginning of this year. We were sitting at about 45 to 50 subscribers, so to be up at 180 right now is pretty awesome, and 200 is the next goal. Folks, you have a wonderful day. I know I will. I will see you on Wednesday, And then Friday afternoon, folks. Friday afternoon is in your house, so make sure you stop by for that. Go ahead and click that like, click that subscribe. I will see you when I see you.